Namaskar, friends. We're repeating. Why? Because there are 10 daily wrong habits. They cause damage to the body. 10 damages to the body. What are they? Even one wrong habit can cause a problem. What are they? One is chronic stress, lack of 7 hours sleep, no physical exercise, not drinking sufficient quantity of water, wrong way of drinking water, stimulants like coffee, tea, intoxicants, etc., sugar, refined oil, packaged products, lack of nutritious food, eating 3 times in a day. Tribukte rogi. 3 times eating itself is a problem. 90% people are eating 3 times in a day. That's why we are all unhealthy. Eating or taking coffee, tea, etc. in between 3 meals. We are eating 3 meals, in between we are taking coffee, tea, snacks and all. Remember, other than what is food, and all this will cause constipation, gut microbiome. We are unable to clear our bowels. Two bowel movement is a must. See, at one time, out of these 10 daily wrong habits, I had 7 daily wrong habits. I was not having stress. I used to sleep well. Physical exercise I used to, but otherwise all mistakes I was doing. So what will happen? This is I was having for 30 years, friends. So what happens? See, in the body toxicity, toxins get accumulated, nutritional deficiency, poor gut health, gas, gut microbial imbalance, circadian imbalance, insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is the root cause for lifestyle disorders. Glycation, oxidation, chronic inflammation in the body. Then comes hormonal imbalance. All this will cause mitochondrial dysfunction. That's how we end up into lifestyle disorders, friends. As we discussed, see the sum of daily wrong habits, severity and duration. See, when somebody is taking one coffee in a day, another guy is taking three coffees a day. One person is doing these mistakes last 2 years, another person is doing last 20 years. So this determines your current health, friends. So there are actually, friends, there are four stages of lifestyle disorders. See, whether you eat or don't eat, suppose if you don't eat for a couple of days also, the human body is so well designed, the sugar levels will be maintained up to 70, 75. Even if you are fasting, good healthy, if you are a healthy person, if you are not getting food for a few days also, your sugar levels will remain. Why? Because the livers will give you the glycogen, muscles will give you the sugars to the body. So for days and maybe weeks, you can survive without food. When you eat food, the sugar goes up to 120, I mean 120, 140, 150 and all that. But within 2 hours, it should come back to 120. That is ideal. So this is how the body is designed. The body is designed for fasting and feasting. But unfortunately, nowadays we are all most of the time on feasting mode only. And that too with the wrong carbohydrates, high carb foods and all that. So how it is maintained? By your pancreas. See, when you have 8 to 10 hours of fasting, your insulin level should come to the minimum 3. I mean, if you eat food, it can go up to 60, 50, 60, and within 2 hours it should come back to 30. Maybe another 2 hours down the line, it should come to 3, 4. That is how the mechanism works. But what is happening with our daily wrong habits? Most wrong is multiple times eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, coffee, tea, snacks. See what happens. Say you ate some food, the sugar has gone up to 200, your insulin gone up to 60 initially. In 2 hours, it has come to 30. Maybe in 4 hours, it is again come back to 4, 5. But what are we doing? Eating multiple times means your starting point itself is say 2 hours means 30. And now you ate. So it jumps from 30 to 90. And then from 30 to 100. Like that it jumps it. So what are the four stages, friends? Four stages of disorder. Stage 1, we have to monitor HbA1c, fasting sugar, PP sugar, fasting insulin, PP insulin. Insulin resistance is a calculation. Fasting sugar multiplied by fasting insulin divided by 405, the value should be below 1.5. What is the healthy condition, friends? See, healthy condition means HbA1c is 5.2%, below 5.2. Up to 5.6, they say it's normal, pre-diabetic, non-diabetic, but the best is 5.2. Fasting sugar is around 70. Within 2 hours, it should come to 120. Your fasting insulin is about 6, and then within about 2 hours time it should come to 30. So when you multiply by 70 multiplied by 60 divided by 405, the value is 0.93. This is ideal. Let's look at it, one case study, friends. What we have to check: how is your weight and waist size, what is your blood pressure, insulin resistance. So you need fasting insulin. The ideal is 3 to 6. Ideal fasting glucose is 1799. Ideal HbA1c is 4.7 to 5.6. 5.7 above is pre-diabetic. 6.5 above is diabetes. One case study we see. This lady is 42 years old. Normal weight, normal blood pressure. Insulin is 4.94. Fasting sugar is 77. Her HbA1c is 5.5. Though slightly 5 HbA1c has gone up because of the age. But she is healthy, right? So we see the next condition. Slipping. Slipping means they are not pre-diabetic. HbA1c is below 5.6%. Sugar levels are slightly, fasting is slightly gone up, but PP sugar is normal. But whereas insulin is slightly gone up, friend, 7 and above. And PP insulin is gone 30 plus. And their insulin resistance is 1.57. 91 multiplied by 7 divided by 405 is 1.57. So already pre-diabetic, sorry, sleeping. So in this case, people can develop overweight, people can develop blood pressure, people can develop any sorts of problem, but their sugar levels will be normal. Let's see one more case study. There is 8-year-old boy. He is overweight 50 kg. Look at his fasting insulin 39.3. This is what after about 8 hours, 9 hours of overnight fasting. So his insulin has not come down even after 8 hours. That's how his fasting sugar. Look at friend 75. Below this lady, healthy condition lady 77, but this person is 75. So his insulin resistance is 75 multiplied by 39.3 divided by 405, 7.28. That means severe insulin resistance. But whereas his HbA1c is normal, below 5.6, is not pre-diabetic, but he's sleeping. So what happened to this guy? Is already overweight. Now we'll see another case. So pre-diabetes. That means HbA1c is above 5.7%. Fasting sugar is slightly high, 100. Sometimes it will be below 100 also. So if you are only checking fasting sugar, you'll get misled. So HbA1c is a must. So above 5.7% is HbA1c. His PP sugar is 140. His insulin could be a 7 plus, now maybe 15 plus. His PP insulin is not coming back below 50, even after 2 hours. So we and the HbA, their insulin resistance is 100 multiplied by 15 divided by 405 is 370. So we will see now one case study. This gentleman is 52-year-old person. He is 102 kg weight, right? And the waist size is 40. And his fasting insulin is 40.4. After 8 hours of fasting also, this gentleman has insulin through the roof. And his PP insulin after 2 hours is about 300. That is the reason this gentleman is unable to lose weight. And he is pre-diabetic. Look at 6.1%. Look at fasting sugar is 106. Many times people will see only fasting sugar. They say, no problem. But the problem is elsewhere. Look at this gentleman is in pre-diabetic. This is the second stage. This is slipping. This is the stage 1 problem. Now we'll see the next stage. Diabetes. That means persons have become already. Remember friends, pre-diabetic stage means maybe 20% your pancreas is gone. Diabetic means 50% is gone. It's not working. It is lost its capability. So diabetic is what? Above 6.5%. Fasting sugar is above 126. Sometimes it could be below 100 also, 120 below also. Because fasting sugar is a controlled parameter. It is only previous night what you ate and how you slept, what sort of stress you have. It all depends. PP sugar is above 140. And fasting insulin is above. Look at it. It's about 20. Could be. Remember, it could be sometimes 10, 15 also. But above 7. PP insulin is not coming back in 2 hours also 60. See, and his insulin resistance 6.2 to very high. We see one more case study. He's 46-year-old person, 103 kg weight. He already got BP. Look at his fasting insulin is 19.2. See, look at it. This guy is 40, but still his HbA1c is 6.1. He is how many years old? 52 years. He is 46. So internal organs also vary. It's not necessary 2 into 2, 4 in the body. It could be 2 into 2, 22 also sometimes. So here, look at it, this gentleman is overweight. He has blood pressure. He has insulin, fasting insulin 19. Look at after 2 hours, it's 121. It should come back to 30. That means after 2 hours is 121. Before eating 8 hours, 10 hours fasting also is 19.2. If this gentleman, if he is eating, say breakfast, lunch, dinner, in between coffee, tea, snacks, what would happen? It is a havoc in his body, friends. That is the reason it takes years and decades to develop insulin resistance and get into problem of one after the other. The first problem people face is belly fat, Then comes overweight. Some people will get blood pressure. 90% people will have fatty liver. And then, I mean, these people who have high insulin and they have high cholesterol, they will have. And anyway, D vitamin B12 sufficiency is not there at all. Now we see diabetes case, one more case study we see. This lady is 14 years old only. Look, is 70 kg weight. Is look at HbA1c is 11.3%. Severe diabetic at the age of 14. Look at the insulin is 16.5 only. Now there is no relation. Look at this 40 is fasting insulin is pre-diabetic. Right? This girl is 16.5 only, but she is already in full diabetic, severe diabetic at the age of 14. And her fasting sugar is 285. See, these are the four stages. Third stage, sleeping, pre-diabetes. Let me tell you, friend, 90% of the population are all in this level, sleeping. Then comes full diabetes, prolonged diabetic. Suppose a person is diabetic for years, maybe 10 years, 15 years, and is on medication and is still continuing those 10 daily wrong habits. What happens? Their pancreas function will further deteriorate. So it's only my case, friends. KS0, 67. Now I'm 67. My weight is okay. My BP is fantastic. My fasting insulin is 1.97. See, here it is not relevant. What happened, friend? My pancreas, beta cells are working only 22% as per my test. That means 80%, almost 78% is gone. And my fasting insulin should 5.09. It seems normal, but it is not. It is not relevant here. Because prolonged diabetes means already pancreas has damaged substantially. So I am maintaining my sugar level at HbA1c 7% without medicine by proper diet and consciously practicing. So friends, it is necessary that you get this test done, find out what is your insulin resistance and find out your weight and height. And other markers are there like, you need to check your thyroid and you need to check your fatty liver, you need to check your. So, friends, what is important is that you need to have the right knowledge. So, these 30 wellness secrets, 3 steps is step one to find out your current health score and 10 health issues. Next is find out how many wrong habits you have. Come out of the problems, wrong habits, and follow the nature. We discussed it many times. You can watch my videos. Thank you very much for listening. I appreciate your time. You need the right knowledge and discipline. Thank you very